Hopefully I am doing this right. It has been a minute since I last did this, and I wanted to say happy June and do a little reading of my latest novel, The Love Curse, and some poetry, and start something with all of you called Literary Lunch. I was thinking I probably should have called it um, Literally with Heather, but Rob Lowe kind of took that. So we'll have to go with Literary Lunches. And I'm very excited to be doing this through YouTube and Google Meet. Hopefully I'm getting this right on my channel. Let's see. I don't know if I'm live yet. It says I'm live. So anybody who comes in, let me know if you hear me. If the sound is good. Oh yeah, I can see that I'm here. Okay. Oh no, that's another day. That's another live. Okay, I'm gonna stop looking at two screens and just have faith in the techno gods today and just do this. So it's great to be here. I've had a lot on my plate recently, and very excited that I made it to this place, because this time last year I was just coming out of radiation for early breast cancer, which I beat, and very grateful to my family, friends, and my incredible surgeon. Had to have a lumpectomy and some radiation, caught it really early, very early, DCIS. So it's all good. But when you have a 3-book series coming out and then it ended up being a 4-book series, you kind of wonder about the timing and if you're going to manage to meet all your deadlines. And I did. And here came The Love Curse, book 3. I'd already written many of them. As soon as I left Scotland, I was so inspired by the Highlands that I decided to write this Highland time travel series. And out came The Time with Love Chronicles. I'm obsessed. I'm still writing it, and there will be 5 books. I think you're the first to hear. Yes, a 5th book, River House, is coming out hopefully next June. And hopefully I'm streaming, because I just got an announcement. Hang tight, guys, because I don't want to be doing this and having it not be streaming. Let me just do something. I'm not seeing anything on my channel live, so I'm like, maybe this is not working. Okay. Bear with me for a minute, because I just don't want to do this. I'll get the hang of this. I'm going to go to my YouTube and make sure that I'm actually streaming. So I don't have another person helping me. This is when I really need an assistant. So we'll call this, oh, I am. I'm going to open it up so I can get it. Now I don't want that. Oh, there's the meet. Okay. Wait. There we go. Okay, I muted that so that, okay. So I apologize. I apologize, but I wanted to see if I could see questions too, because I'm not sure I'm going to keep using this. I chose Google Meet, everybody. Thank you for your patience there, because Facebook apparently will only keep videos for about 2 months. And so I would love to have these kept, so you guys can go back and listen to my poetry and my novels and our chit chat. So I thought, stick with YouTube. It archives everything. It'll keep everything. But I'm getting the idea that I can't see questions in Google Meet. I'm not seeing anything, even though it's streaming. I can't see the YouTube channel. So I have to have the 2 screens open, which means I'm going to have to get a second screen. Right now I've got 2 tabs. So now I'm done with that little, let's just call that a dress rehearsal. Life is not a dress rehearsal, but technical stuff when you are a poet has to be a dress rehearsal. I'm done now. I got it. I will always open up my YouTube tab so that I can see your questions. So now I can actually see if anybody has anything for me. And this is going to be a short literary lunch. And that way you guys can pop in. Hopefully, I was hoping I can get the people in the morning with their coffee breaks from the West Coast, and then the East Coast will be getting closer to evening. So hopefully this will be good timing for most of you. And the lighting is good, the sound is good. So sometimes I'll be doing this on my porch, sunroom. I love it, but I was concerned about sound. So, as they say on the stage, without further ado, I would like to read from Love Curse, Book 3 in the Timeless Love Chronicles. This is chapter 11, my lucky number. And this is Mills, POV. Mills is Amelia. Everybody calls her Mills, her close friends and family. And I'm reading this one because I just think it's funny. And I want to read something light and funny. They are on the Isle of Skye. They are trying to, well, I don't want to give it away, but the back cut gives it away. They have a tragedy happened in the family, and so they have to chase the Campbell clan across the Isle of Skye from where they live in Avon Valley, which is a fictional town based on the real town that I stayed in called Fort Rose, Scotland, in the Highlands. And it's quite a bit based on it. The church is there, the marina, the last cottage on the cove. So if you ever visit Fort Rose, Scotland, you'll go, this is like Heather's Avon Valley. And in this chapter, they're stuck in a bog, and they have just met a new character named Sir James, who comes on a horse and has no issues with bog traveling, whereas they're all stuck. And he's mysterious. He's a mysterious stranger. And hopefully I won't be giving away too many spoilers by reading this chapter. That's why I chose it. And also another little backup, a little preamble to the reading is that I am 56% Scottish, but I cannot do a Scottish accent for the life of me. I can do kind of a mini accent with a bit of intonation that sounds British. Sometimes it'll come out Irish because I am 8% Irish. And I haven't practiced like my amazing narrators, Gary Furlong and Jackie Pryor, who have done 2 audiobooks so far and will do the entire series. The Love Curse comes out from Tantor Audio on August 11th everywhere. They are great listens. They are so talented, and they can do the Scottish accents. So I'm just going to not leave it to them, and I will just read it in an entertaining fashion. Okay. Chapter 11 of The Love Curse. Mills, August 23rd, 1646. With Sir James and Bracken scouting the way, things shift from this is how we die to maybe we can live through this. Cal shifts position, turning our motley little line into something almost professional. He gestures for Sir James to take point beside Bracken, who's glued himself to the nobleman's knees. I've never seen that much so loyal, so quick. Together, they two-step across the mire with an easy grace that sets the pace for all of us. Sir James calls every shot. Step left there, where the moss feels springy. Good. Now angle right. Follow the dog. They have an instinct for places that won't try to murder you. It sounds almost gentle, but under the words, there's an edge, a man who knows both danger and loss. We lean into the voice, the certainty. With each correction, we pitch saplings and broken branches ahead, making weird, wobbly planks. The wind flings chilly mist in our faces, but we're picking up speed now. Every step is less a gamble and more a calculated risk. Lila, mud-caked and wild eyes, catches up to me. If we fucking get out of this alive, I'm never taking pavement for granted again. You and me both, babe, I wheeze a laugh. Behind us, Fee and Elsie keep up a steady stream of encouragement. Well done. Mind your boot there. Keep hold, lass. Cam is all hands for Lila, steadying her even when she doesn't need it. Their fingers tangled through every wobble. Alistair is silent at the front, his boots squelching with the authority of a man who refuses to be slowed by muck. He's just picking his way around a pile of wind-scoured stones when it happens. There's a low-lying patch of ground, the kind that looks innocent until you're committed. Alistair's foot sinks, the earth giving way with immediate splotch, and suddenly the clan chief is knee-deep in the mire. For a second, all is still. Then he bellows, "Oh, the devil's Harry ours!" The noise is so unexpected, it startles a gull off the rocks, and for a fraction of a breath, nobody moves. And then we're all howling. Fee drops her bundle of branches, doubled over. Even Cam loses his dignity, clutching Lila as tears stream down his face. Elsie covers her mouth, but her eyes are dancing. Oh, Alsta, you always did have a taste for a peaty drink. Fergus helps his brother out. Hands under his arms, boots braced, both men grunting as the ground refuses to give up its prize. Alistair emerges with a loud sucking sound, his entire lower half covered in sludge, transformed from laird to prehistoric creature. Per heartbeat, he stands there, ruined, then lifts his chin and wipes a strand of bog from his beard. Fighting for the future of my highlands, and the blasted island attacks me first, he mutters, trying to shake off clumps of mud without looking foolish. Cam fires back, means you're a proper Highlander now, been baptized in the filth. I can't stop it. I laugh so hard my ribs ache. It feels almost wrong to laugh like this, with our son still missing, but my body must need it. It doesn't ask for permission. Lala joins in, snort laughing as she throws me a wink. Someone get me a selfie. The dogs bark, caught up in the burst of joy. Bracken circles Alistair's legs, nipping at the peat as if he can herd the bog into behaving. For a few precious moments, the air is light, the burden less impossible. But hardship always finds its way back in. We soldier on, but the shortcut Cal picked turns ugly fast. The ground tilts, waterlogged and unpredictable, dragging us off any semblance of a trail. The wind cuts sideways, lacing every gap in my cloak with ice. Cam is the first to grumble. Sure, this isn't a setup, Cal. I'm with Cam, Lila chimes in. If this is the scenic route, I want a refund. Cal, usually the king of the steady hand, stops short of the edge of a foul-looking rut. He plants his boots, then turns, scanning the dark water and the horizon behind us. His jaw is tight, a twitch in his cheek, spelling trouble for anyone within 100 yards. This was a stupid feckin' shortcut, he rasps, voice raw. We'll need the horses and packs if we're going any farther. The words hang in the air, heavy as cannonballs. Nobody disagrees. Alistair tries to clear the mud from his boots with a stick. Aye, takes a real man to stare down Highland treachery. Or a fool. Hard to say which I am this morning. Cam flaps his arms. If we all make it out without turning into bog mummies, Cal owes us a round at the trial. And his famous pie. Deal, Cal shoots back. If Bracken gets a vote, he wants jerky. Bracken wags his tail. Even he can sense celebration. And then Cal's moving. He cuts the sodden ground to where Sir James scans the land with a scientist's precision, eyes narrowed as he maps the best route back. We'll go together, Cal says, low and urgent. Can't risk splitting up, not at this pace. Sir James nods, barely blinking. The terrain favors those who learn from error, not those who repeat it. There's a phrase in there, a little too sharp, a little too knowing, but no one blinks at it. They shake it off, and then they start to peel off while the rest of us bunch up behind a rocky outcrop, seeking the tiniest patch of dry. Relief is short-lived as the chill of waiting settles in. Before they leave, Elsie presses a scrap of tartan into Cal's pocket. Bring them back, dearie. We'll hold down the fort. He squeezes her hand, eyes wet but steady. In the hush after they vanish, the mood sags, the cold settling into our bones. But if I've learned anything on my adventures, it's that waiting with family is better than waiting alone. I'll leave that there. And as I look down, I'd love to show you a little something I never bring to signings because I don't want to lose it. When I went to Scotland, I went with my child Finn, and we went to Wales first. And I got this pen at Conwy, Wales. Conwy, I think you say, Conwy. And this is a flower that Finn picked for me, and I just love this pen. And I've pre-signed a lot of your books with that. So I pre-signed them so that I'm not, when there's a line, I would love to write a little message to all of you. So if I sign my name at least and best wishes, then I can sign a little message. And I've been managing that. Last signing was a little hard. It got a little bit of a horseshoe visitors around my table, which I greatly appreciated. Thank you for that. Everybody who came out to Indigo Point Clare last signing. Sometimes I've read there. I'm just going to take another 5 minutes so that these are short and sweet, and I'll read some poems. It's June, so I have one for Pride Month, and then I have some from my other more recent, well, Caged is from 2016, but it's an anthology of all of my most preferred works. People made choices for me, editors choices, readers choices that I put in here as an anthology. And then some newer ones were also written for it, called Caged. Then I'll read from Stargazing a bit and a little bit from Wild Geese Know, which is my most recent poetry collection. You can find out more about me at my website, my .com, heathergracestewart.com. And all of my books are there. You can also direct order for me. I'm not taking direct orders, although I'm a bit low on stock. So you'll have to be waiting for June 10th when I'm shipping out the next signed books. And I always give little treats, a bookmark for everybody, and anything flat that I can put in the packages. People who like to buy direct, I really appreciate that. We make a little bit more, and that's always something I appreciate. I'm going to read that now, and then I'll see if there's any questions on my other tab. And I really wish that Google Meet had an option where I could see, but I will just go ahead and read. And okay, that wasn't too bad, right? With the Scottish, it was kind of Skyrish. This is called Butterfly. The budding oak trees sway with this morning squall, pushing back against the wind's fury, refusing to back down. I think of you, butterfly, green in your new existence, making your way downtown through peering crowds, pastel and rainbow statements pinned to your backpack. You stare back at scrutiny. This is me. I'm not hiding anymore. The winds of change blow through you, through this family, and we can sense the storm isn't over. But you're resilient. Like our oaks, confronting angry winds with your wisdom, strength, your vibrant wings. You will fly away to safe and sacred places, to where the butterflies go. But when you're scared and lonely and you want to come home, we've left the windows wide open. Never pull back a paper when you're my age, when you missed your spot with the glasses. Usually I'm pretty good with the flow. Sorry about the little break there. That's called Butterfly, and it's not published yet. I have a few that I have not published that I'm reading to you, and I have a new collection I'll be putting out. Who knows when? It's a quarter of the way done, so I'd like to put a lot more into it. And I don't think I should tell you much more about it. Healing poems. Healing poems. Okay, this is called Caged. And I haven't read this one, I don't think, ever. And I have a photo that I got, that I bought just for this. So I'd have the rights to it, because I think it really works well for this poem called Poetry is a Shaped. Okay, try again. Poetry is a shape-shifting zombie. Bit of alliteration there, so I try to make it, for my narrators, I'm always watching. I love alliteration, as a lot of you know, but I also like to make sure the sound is going to be easy for everyone, especially for the narrators of my novels now. So I find myself writing my novels to sound, so that writing it in thinking of the audiobook, so that the audiobook will have a seamless performance. So I help out my narrators so they don't have a mouthful of words. So hopefully this is not like that. This is called Poetry is a Shape-Shifting Zombie. Poetry is not dead. It's the walking dead. Revived from its reality TV-induced coma, poetry has shape-shifted into the Twitter trending hashtag I eat brains for breakfast. Perhaps the heart of poetry came close to flatlined meter and metaphor. Over the years, murdered even, by MTV, video games, not so smart smartphones, and with America tuned to the flickering babysitter every night at 8, who had time for poetry anymore? We did. We yearned for a turn to simplicity and beauty, like a champagne glass balanced on a bodacious behind. We wanted some of that. Or maybe not exactly that. So we surfed on, resurrecting the poem, helping it find new strength in our tweets, blogs, podcasts, Snapchats, even in our texts. You know the ones. Replace the first T in text with an S. That's poetry. Poetry is a devious, shape-shifting zombie, and it's coming to build a fire under our brains, to massage our sad, cynical hearts back to life. Because there's no app for that. Again, I freaking love that picture. I did give it credit at the front, I think. I hope I did. Okay. This is 25 years of me as a poet. And then this is 2016. So now I think I've been a poet for 35 years, a published poet. Okay, a little bit more somber. Bear with me. I'll end with something a little happier. Death toll rising. Death toll rising. They search for higher ground while we sit here tweeting, searching for common ground. Guns. Get the guns. Grab the guns. Disable the guns. Recycle the guns. Get the guns. Get the guns. Destroy the guns. Make it mandatory. Stop squabbling. Shred the laughable laws, the ones that get made and unmade like an antique bed, depending on who's in office. Get the guns. You are the poem. You are a poem that wants to be written, to love and be loved, touching the unwell world, molecule to molecule, leaving it buoyed, breathless, back to the beginning. You are the pen. You are the poem that needs to be written. Oh, look, guys, I like to keep these. This is the thing about me. I find these a lot. Four-leaf clover. Always been somebody who finds them since I was a little kid. So I put them in books, then I find them in books. So I think I'm supposed to read this next one. We'll end on this called Paths. Paths. Just another second in an overscheduled day. Our meeting came and went without fanfare, unrecorded. Crossed my path like a leaf in the wind. Somewhere in between orange juice and coffee, business calls and traffic jams, laundry, emails, dinner dishes, dreams. Brilliant red, but understated, drifting in the breeze. I stopped to admire you. You fought the wind, floated back to me. Then came a new season, colors on fire, life bursting into bloom. So there, only 2 minutes later, because of the technical check, it wasn't difficulties. So that's my 20-minute literary lunch. I'll be doing this every Tuesday until I'm actually out of town, out of the country in July. And then I'll go back to it again as much as I can by late August. So I'm going to be at Authors in Wonderland. It's my next big event. That's July 25th in Nottingham. You can go look at the Authors in Wonderland website if you want to get tickets. It's going to be so much fun. A big bookish festival, and there's a ball in the evening. And I'm staying in Nottingham for overnight at Eastwood Hall. And then there's Edinburgh. No, the next one after that, is Love Among the Pages in London, Ontario, September 19th and 20th in London, Ontario. So I'm going from London area, England, to London, Ontario. Then October 17th, it's a Saturday in Edinburgh, Ontario. I'm doing another bookish event called Ink and Pages. And I have Canada coming up. Oh my gosh, how did I almost forget? My hometown. I was born in Glencairn, which is now called Ottawa. Actually, I think it's all called Ottawa now. I'm not sure. But maybe it's called Canada. Regardless, I was born and raised in Glencairn and moved to Bridlewood, Ontario, and went to Earl March High School. So anybody who's from that area and knows me, gosh, I would love to see you again. It would be so special. Canada, Indigo Canada, Sunday, the 7th of June from only noon to 3. Just a little hi, some hugs, and some chats would be great. I'd love that. And I'll be signing all of those. All my rom-coms and my timeless love chronicle, time travel romance. And this is my newest one. And I'll have special bundles with special pretty bows. And for a limited time, those, until we have world quantities last. Until I have, I think I'm going to bring like 20. So little sachets, lavender, stickers, bookmark for those who buy more than 2 books. I like to do that for those people to appreciate them. But I appreciate all of you, especially those who've been with me since 2008 when I started my blog, Where the Butterflies Go, and it became a poetry book. I love you. Take care of yourselves and take care of those you love. And let's spread more joy Every little bit helps. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Take it easy and thank you for listening.